Char Margolis, Char Communications Incorporated, and CharVision LLC do not endorse or offer for any purpose but entertainment the views of any guest or other expert on CharVision or UBN.
I knew things before they happened from the time I was a child. At the age of 8, I saw a spirit at the foot of my bed and didn't know what it was. And in my 20s, I finally realized I had a special ability that could help others. I have learned that love never dies. There is a spirit world that can communicate with us, and we all have the gift of intuition. Join me, and together we will explore the possibilities of the unknown from beyond and more. This is CharVision. Hello, everybody. It is Sunny and Char. Hi, Sunny. How are you guys doing? Did you have a good week? Today is a tape show, just so you know, and it's March 15th. It'll air 2019. Now, so I'm going to take some callers today, but they're people who are on my social media. So if you're on my social media and you know that I'm going to be taking callers ahead of time, you will get a reading. And so if you follow my Facebook and my Twitter and my Instagram, just go to char.net to get all those handles, because I don't even know them all offhand. But if you get them, if you follow them, then you'll know when I'm doing readings, and also if I'm doing speaking events or anything else. Or if you want to have a private session with me, you can always connect with Nicole or anyone in my office, and that would be my pleasure. So today I'm going to have a dog trainer on, and her name is Suzanne Mckay. But first, I want to tell you, my sister sent me this joke. Oh, wait, I got to find it. She sent me this funny joke, and I want to share it with you. I don't know. I just think it's so funny. So a 65-year-old woman had a heart attack. That's not funny. And was taken to the hospital. While on the operating table, she had a near-death experience. Seeing God, she asked, "Is my time up?" God said, "No, you have another 33 years, 2 months, and 8 days to live." Excuse me. Upon recovery, the woman decided to stay in the hospital and have a facelift, liposuction, breast implants, and a tummy tuck. She might as well. She was in the hospital already. She even had someone come in and change her hair color and brighten her teeth. Wow. Since she had so much time to live, she figured she might as well make the most of it. After her last operation, she was released from the hospital. While crossing the street on her way home, she was killed by an ambulance. Arriving in front of God, she demanded, "I thought you said I had another 33 years. Why didn't you pull me from out of the path of the ambulance?" And God replied, "I didn't recognize you." That's funny. Oh, God. Tony, do you like that? That's a funny joke. So we're just waiting for my guest to show up to talk about the animals, but until how to train animals, if she ever gets here. But nevertheless, I will take a phone caller and do a reading. When in doubt, do a reading.
Howdy.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I know I'm not going to get any plastic surgery done.
That's funny. I think I know who you are.
You probably do.
Does your name start with a C?
Yeah, the last name.
The last name starts with a C? Oh, then I don't know who you are. Okay. But anyway, thank you for calling in. So are you thinking about doing something, I don't know, with work or changing work or?
Yes, I'm trying to get back to work.
Get back to work. Were you on
Yes.
Were you like on a delay or disability or laid off or something?
Yeah, my fibromyalgia's been real bad after the heart surgery
Yeah.
quite a few years ago, and we've just kind of tried to, see how it goes.
Right.
And I'm kind of getting things back together now.
Well,
Feeling a little better.
I have this feeling you're going to end up going back to work, but I also feel like are you taking any, I'm not allowed to give up medical advice, but are you taking any kind of supplements to help your adrenals and get your body back in order?
Yes and no. I went off my pain meds because of, they were just making me, and that's been the big part is controlling the pain. But they had me on one, and I had been on medical marijuana before and had great results, but I'm now looking at the CBDs.
Okay.
There's a CBD that binds to the one of the parts of your body, but you don't get the high, which is what I want.
Well, I just feel like there's going to be an alternative kind of something that's going to help you with this to get you back in shape so you can work again.
That's what I've been looking at. So you hit that right on the money.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I so appreciate you calling. Thank you so much. And I send you some good positive energy.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
And you
all
have
the
a great
best.
day, and give Sonny a big old hug.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Wait, can I ask you one thing?
Yes.
Is there
You can ask me anything.
Is there an M person connected to you or an M in your name?
Yeah, there's an M person in my name, or there's an M in my last name, and there's an M connected, and every time you've read me, you've brought her up.
I have. Well, that is she deceased? Is that M person deceased?
Yeah, two of them are.
Is it like M with an R in it?
Yep.
Like Mary or Margaret or?
Yep.
It is Mary. Yeah, she's with you. And is there a Clem? Is there somebody named Clem?
That's me. That's my last name.
Okay, there
and
you go.
My mom's in spirit, so is my father. And he was a Clem.
The Clem clan is watching over you.
Yeah, I know it. That's what you've been telling me, and that's what I think is one of the biggest things that's made a difference in me.
God bless you.
Well,
let's get you well. There's a way to get you well, but I would find a good alternative doctor as well, who's a medical doctor who does alternative medicine as well to get you back on your feet. You need to. Yeah. I also feel like you fight allergies in your body. And every time we're fighting an allergy, it weakens our system.
Well, that's what happened this week is I caught like a cold.
Yeah.
And my fibromyalgia pain went through the roof, and I'm like, no, I'm going to beat this. I don't give up. There's no giving up on this.
Okay.
I just keep fighting back. I'm going to win.
Okay. Good. Keep that attitude because that's how you're gonna win. That's how you're gonna fight it. Attitude is like 90%, 99%. Okay.
And Char, you almost scare me because if you ever tell me that don't make me mad or I'm gonna get a hold of your mom, I know you can do it because you've done it every time.
I don't think I'll ever get mad at you like that. God bless you. Be well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for calling.
Okay, Char, you have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too. Okay, guys, I'll take some more callers after. But our guest, Suzanne Mckay, is here. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I am great.
Okay, so I'm so happy you're doing well, and I appreciate you coming here. But so you have a dog training company.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
I own a dog training and behavior company called Canine Path. Because we're all on a path. We're all on a journey with our dogs.
Yeah.
And I was born an animal nut.
Right.
So from the beginning, Sagittarius. So all the way. My sister's a veterinarian, and my brother he loves animals too. But growing up, I just loved animals. My parents couldn't figure it out, but I managed to
Right.
have a lot of them.
Wow.
Have a degree in animal science. Have a master's in business from USC. That is the University of Social Connections, not Spoiled Children.
Oh.
University of Southern California. And I spent several years in corporate.
Oh.
And then came back to my first love, which is animals.
You were in a dog-eat-dog world.
Yeah, literally.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Right. You got that right. And then I started a doggy daycare, Doggy Land and Sunny Dog Place, had those for 12 years.
Where was that?
In Harbor City, in LA.
Oh.
So it was Doggy Land, and then I took over ownership, and it became Sunny Dog Place. And
Sunny.
40 to, yeah, spelled the same way, 40 to 80 dogs every day, cage-free environment.
Oh, wow.
Boarding, daycare, socialization, and work with a lot of behaviorally challenging dogs.
Really?
Built a dog pool, taught dogs to swim, lots of therapy. So.
Where was there a swimming pool?
Yeah, we built one, and we got the
For the
kind-
dogs?
For the dogs, yeah. It was a
Wow.
33-foot long pool. It's the kind that it's the above ground pools, but it's
Yeah.
like the ones on like steroids.
Oh,
And,
wow.
for dog jumping and
So
swimming
fun.
and really healthy for the dogs.
So fun.
I miss having that, but so I do a lot of behavior work now. Work with a lot of people who just have dogs they need help with. And
Are you
rescues.
able to like talk to people over the phone and help them?
I am.
How do people get a hold of you?
They go to caninepath.com.
Caninepath.com. You got that up on the screen. Thanks, Tony.
CANINEPATH.com. Or
Wow.
you can call me, 310-480-6773. Or you can find us on Facebook.
310.
480-6773.
That's so great. So I read earlier when I was looking at your bio that you work with people with PTSD.
Correct.
Yeah. So how does that work?
Well, we have found that dogs make amazing companions overall. We all know that.
Right.
And we have found through the years that a constant companion, it doesn't have to be a dog, it can be a cat, it can be a bird. I mean, okay, I'm a little bit suspect of, like, here's my emotional support python, but...
Right. You know what? I had a client yesterday whose little rabbit came in, and she had the rabbit for 15 or 17 years.
That's a long time for a rabbit.
right?
Rabbits don't generally live as
She
long.
loved her
They're
rabbit.
Smart. They're smart. They can be litter box trained. They can do it. I've seen rabbits do agility. But back to the PTSD, and we'll put it on the same, people who suffer from anxiety, panic attacks, children on the autistic spectrum do very well of the stabilizing presence of a dog. They're warm.
Right.
And the dog picks up on your adrenaline, your cortisol. We've seen in people who have diabetes. The dog can actually know before the actual tests whether this person's going to have an episode.
Wow.
Seizure dogs. So
Wait, so they're like support animals.
well, you have your, there's emotional support, and then there's actual service dogs.
Service dog.
And the service dog,
And they will know ahead of
if
time.
they're properly trained, which we, of course, we're having problems with fake service dogs.
Do you do that?
but I do some of that, yes. I work with some organizations that I haven't done any specific dogs for them, but there's Next Step, which works with veterans. They're down out of San Diego. There's
And what do they do?
they take the dogs that are not taken into guide dog for the blind, and they turn them into canine companions for the veterans.
I want to ask you something.
Sure.
I have a client who has MS,
Okay.
and they keep applying to get a dog, and they never get a dog. And she's in a wheelchair and can't
Right.
really do anything.
Right.
Do you have any? They're in Michigan, and they're the nicest people. Her husband takes such good care of her. How do you have any like connections that I can help them get a dog?
I have some. I mean, I would talk to Pets for Vets or Next Step or Train a Dog, Stable Warrior. I mean, we work with more veteran organizations, but there's several other organizations.
It was
Canine Companions, I think, is one of them.
Do you mind like emailing us those names
Absolutely.
when you get back?
Absolutely.
Because
or they, just contact me.
Okay,
Just
we'll contact
me.
you, and maybe you can help us help them.
Right. What we do,
because she really needs a dog.
You can get a privately trained service dog. I mean, you don't have.
They don't have a lot of money.
Right.
That's the
But
problem.
we can find.
I shouldn't say
Well, I
I
was
read
gonna
for
say-
them for free, but I do.
Well,
I mean, I don't
but
charge them. They don't
there's-
have money.
Right. Well, but you have things like local Rotary clubs, local Lions clubs, Kiwanis
Right.
who will fund, things because I mean, they support a lot of good causes. You can do a GoFundMe type of.
Because she literally can't do anything. She's got to
Well,
be
we
fed
would have to
and everything.
determine, what you need the dog to do for her because
Right.
we have dogs. They all do different things.
Right, but
I mean-
also just to have a little companion
Well,
to keep her company and love
absolutely.
her, and
Keep
she
her
can
warm.
love,
Warm.
right?
You're hurting, but they give you something to focus on.
So maybe so we're going to, I went a little bit off the subject matter, but that really is something that I think would so help these people. And just one, like a Labrador or something. Labradors are
Right.
really good, smart,
A lot of them
animals.
are. I mean, back in the day, they were using German Shepherds, and while German
Shepherds are
good,
really smart.
but we find that a lot of the retriever style dogs make very good service dogs. But a service dog can be any breed. There's no age, there's no requirement. It can be. I have a friend of mine. She's a trainer. She has a deaf dog. That's a Great Dane.
Oh, wow.
They can be service dogs. The only thing they can't do is hear.
Right.
But if you need a dog to pick up your keys, to pick up your
Right.
bag as you put groceries in it,
That's amazing.
take your credit card, hand it to the cashier. Behind.
Oh,
We have dogs that we train to open up the, refrigerator. There's a handle on it, and there's a joke, bring me a beer, but it can bring you. So I work with organizations. I mean, I'm not an official service dog trainer. I have worked with people who have service dogs that we need to accomplish certain goals.
right.
So it's in the realm of what I do, and I know some very good service dog trainers who are exceptional at what they do. Because, again, what are we training? The task.
Right. You have to, it's like they have to tailor make them,
Right.
teach them.
Right. And in reality, a true service dog has a calm temperament. Doesn't matter if there's a vacuum cleaner or other dogs. Its focus is on the owner, and it has to do one trainable task under the Americans with Disabilities. That one trainable task, and of course, United and American. All the airlines are having problems with people bringing their fake dogs, and biting people, and
Right.
doing things they shouldn't, and.
Well, I heard someone brought a pig on the airline.
Yes, well, United went in and redefined under the ADA what animals are allowed, which is a miniature horse, not a pony, a miniature horse and dogs. That's it. Because
Wait, you can bring a miniature
Yes.
horse on the air, but they're not potty trained.
Yes, they are.
Miniature horses? Wait, we used to have those at camp.
No, there's ponies and miniature horses. Different.
Oh,
Miniature
I don't know
horse
the
is truly a
difference.
horse.
No,
Well-
we had ponies.
Right.
We had Welsh ponies.
Oh, they'll buck you off and
They
laugh
were
about
so
it.
cute.
Yeah, they are cute.
They were so sweet, and they pulled
I love
the
horses.
cart.
They're brilliant. And I love horses. That's my goal is to
Really?
Yeah,
Do you know I used to have horses? I taught riding when I was 12.
I'm jelly.
You're jelly?
I'm jelly.
Wait.
Jealous,
Do you
jealous.
ride horses now?
I do, but sporadically. And my goal is to have a nice Andalusian pleasure horse.
We need to get you a horse. Like, are you talking about a Tennessee Walker or a standard bred?
An Andalusian, a warm blood Andalusian. They are.
Well, is that the one that, do they have like a really easy pacing thing?
no, that's the Tennessee Walker.
I know. Those are, you can hold a cup of water on your hand like this while they're going fast and it doesn't spill.
It does not. No, they use them, on farms and plantations. The Andalusian and the Lusitanos are the ones they use in Cavalier on Cirque
That's
du
your
Soleil.
water, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome.
On Cavalier and Cirque du Soleil, those horses, and
wow.
and a friend of mine who's a highly trained rider, because I work with quote hot dogs, dogs with lots of behavior problems. And my running joke is, I'd rather be in a pen of pit bulls than go and cook or go and do some chore.
Oh, wow.
And pit bulls actually test out very high in temperament.
I saved one once from the streets, and it was
They're the
sweet
best.
and loving and dear, and I really didn't want to get rid of it, but
Right.
I just couldn't keep it because I was in an apartment.
Favorite dog in Britain right now, number one dog, and they actually
Is it Staffordshire Terrier?
I mean, pit bull is not a breed; it's a style of dog,
Right.
But we call them pit bulls. That's just what someone wants to call them. Correct me.
Well, those people who fight them are horrid people.
they are horrid people.
They should all be burned in hell.
At the stake, I'll help. I'll bring the gasoline. I'll help
Okay,
you out.
I'll light the match.
Well, I mean, there's just
Is that bad karma? I don't know.
Pit bulls are really strong. Pound for pound, very strong dog. Their jaws do not lock. Hello, that would be a different species, but they are very strong. It's almost like a vice grip. And I have had to break up fights at dog parks. It's ugly,
Crazy.
not nice. But by and large, meant to be human friendly by design.
They're very sweet.
Very sweet, but when a dog is in attack mode for whatever reason, it's very distressing and it's rather horrifying.
I want to tell you something about horses. Like, I used to always choose the horses to ride that nobody else wanted because I felt sorry for them.
Awesome.
But they were like, I bought a horse that was off the track, and she was hyper and skitsy, and I would take her down the road, and literally this is how we would go down the road, a regular street, and she would go like this. She would shy from every mailbox. I'm lucky I'm alive and I didn't get killed. But that's helped me train my brain to be intuitive, to think ahead,
Right.
so I wouldn't get killed.
Well, you've got a 1,000-pound animal that
Right.
is, and that's the thing with dogs is they're carnivore and predators. Hello,
Right.
I get calls all the time. My dog bit the worker, my kid, me, another dog. Yeah, because again, bite inhibition is something that we look for. You want good bite
Right.
inhibition, or you want in guard dogs, you want to be able to turn it on and
Right,
off.
right.
And the thing with the horses is that no, they really are big enough to kill you just in a single kick. And I know
Right.
people who've been killed by horses.
You knew people that were?
My ex-father-in-law was in his 80s, and
Oh, no.
he had a stallion that was 5 years
Oh.
old, and he was into his 80s, and it just caved his chest in, and that
I
was
had
terrible.
I had a horse once and I had to clean her ears, and she was only green broke. She was a Palomino. And she literally, when I had her head down, and she literally took me like this and threw
Right.
me, and I fell on the cement in the barn, and wasn't still to this day have an issue with my tailbone from it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Right?
Well, all his people. Me too. I got bucked off a horse. And
Do you ride now?
not at the moment, but I will.
But you're going to.
Yes.
You need to.
I need
feel
to.
like it's like your medicine, your peace. It'll bring you such happiness.
It does, being on the back of a horse. I was in Costa Rica a few years ago and rode a horse on the beach.
Oh, how
with-
fun.
It was fantastic.
Did you go in the water?
We were along the shore, not in the water, but on the shore. And as we went into the forest, they have all those amazing forests. right?
How incredible.
And
you must have gone nuts
I was in heaven.
Costa Rica.
I was in heaven.
I've never
and
been there.
It's beautiful. It's very reasonable to go to. But as we went in, the cicada moths, you could hear
Wow.
the sound. When you hear all those, sound of the cicada moth, as you got closer, they got quieter, and we went farther away. So it's like, it's sort of like being in a movie. It was,
How wonderful.
yeah, it was-
Okay, so what about people whose dogs don't listen to them? It's usually the people's fault, right?
it's a mixed bag, but so the things that affect dogs the most are genetics, right? We all have a blueprint. Some, like the horse you had, was a very high-spirited, hot-blooded horse.
Right.
Totally different than a draft horse. Just
Right.
is.
Right.
DNA. So we got a wiring issue even within the same litter. Then we get into environment. Mm-hmm. Country, the racehorse was not habituated to mailboxes.
Right. Right.
But if you put a horse in a starting gate, probably would flip out. They have to,
Right.
so we habituate, but we have to know our environment. What are the triggers? Mm-hmm. And then we have training. Training makes things better or worse. Mm-hmm. Training dogs to, a woman, she wanted her dog to protect her. Well, she spent all her time yelling at the dog to be quiet. And when someone broke in, it didn't do anything.
Oh,
Sat
isn't
there.
that awful?
Well, I don't know.
She needed
kept-
to.
She dog didn't make a peep.
She
because-
taught the dog not to
Right.
be noisy.
Right. And then we have socialization with people.
That's crazy. She was broken into.
And she was unhappy. I'm like, well, the dog only did what you taught it to do. And now you're mad that it just didn't know that was a bad guy. I'm like, they're not, dogs pick up things, vibrations, cortisol, adrenaline. They're masters of humans. They have that connection to us. But you can also negate it.
You're reminding me of a story. There were rats in my condo. Rats.
No.
And I didn't realize there were rats in the condo, but I leave crunchies out for Sonny in his bowl. So I know you're not supposed to let him
No, I think it's
free
great.
feed,
I
but he
wanna
doesn't.
pet him right
he
now.
doesn't. Well, you can totally do that. But I'd wake up in the morning, and he sleeps with me in the bed, and I'd wake up in the morning, and all the crunchies would be gone, and I would go, Sonny, when did you leave? I didn't even hear you leave. That was silly, Mama. And so, anyway, finally, I figured out they were rats getting in the kitchen every night, eating the crunchies, and then going back into the wall.
And bigger and
Right?
bigger and having babies. And
We
more
finally,
rats.
well, we caught them, and there were 3 of them. So it
Oh,
was
wow.
not a fun thing
No,
to
it
do.
isn't.
But Sonny probably knew they were there. But when he meets other animals, I always go, be nice, be nice. And that's probably my fault that he didn't go in there, go.
Well, he was also well fed and happy with Mama. But
Right.
one of my dogs is a Korean Jindo. He's a great dog. They're not known to be that friendly, but he's on it, man. When the possum is out, hanging out in my backyard.
Does he go crazy?
Oh, banana paint.
Well, he goes crazy when the neighbor's cat's outside. That's crazy.
Yeah, my dogs don't care about cats. They're habituated. But the possums or the mice that are running along, hey, baby.
Here's Sonny. Hello, honey bunny. Be loving, Sonny.
Yes. Well, with him is I'm going to give him the choice of, A, hanging out with me, right?
Right.
And B, I'm not kissing him and I'm just hanging on to him. I'm not being
Are
overly
you talking
affectionate.
about Sonny? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah, I'm letting him hang
Get
out with
used to
me.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're hanging.
Right. Versus petting him and kissing him. And
Right.
it's a great way to get a dog to not like you.
I have I have neighbors who babysat for him for a week when I went away, and they are amazing men, and they love him, and they gave him more than enough attention because he loves chasing the ball and bringing it back, but one of them doesn't like I let him kiss my face, and they don't like him kissing one of them doesn't like him kissing their face. So if they tell him no, is he going to think he can't kiss people's faces, or is he going to be hesitant?
So we try to put things on cue. In other words, we train them to do, quote, a trick or behavior. Things like jumping. Well, sometimes it's okay if the dog jumps on you, but maybe not your 81-year-old grandmother.
Right.
So we put it on cue, meaning come up and give me hugs.
Okay.
Right? And the thing is, give me a kiss. Versus if it's not on cue, we don't let them do it. Are you going to give me a kiss?
He wanted to give you
Yes,
kisses.
okay. And
He's
then-
ready to give you
yes,
kisses. No, then
and
he
then
came
the second
down.
thing we do is they will learn who they can and cannot do certain things with. So you will
Right.
see.
Oh, they'll know the people's personalities.
Right. So I can jump on her, but I can't jump on him.
Right. So they know then.
They learn. Yeah,
They learn.
Right, because someone has made it clear they really don't like that. I mean, you can train this, and we try to use, as many positive techniques as possible. What a good boy. What a good boy. I'm going to let you just
He's a
hang
good
out.
boy, right?
Yeah, well.
I think
that's
she's
how
going to walk out the door with him.
Well, that's how I met Char. I was playing with her dog, out in the reception, and I was playing with her dog, and she's like, "Oh, he's a little particular who he plays with." I'm having a ball with him. And
Yeah,
I had treats on.
he really he loved. Oh yeah, he loved you because you gave him treats too that he liked, and he's a picky eater.
Yeah.
But Tony, did you set up the camera? Mm-hmm. Oh, so do you want to do something training with him? Like he knows how to sit.
Okay.
I haven't taught him.
Well, you're the owner. I want to see what you can get him to do, because we were talking about is he
Oh
the owner.
God!
So, for example,
I'm gonna be put
I
on
can
the
take
spot.
a very, which is not the intent of it. I just want to see how he responds.
Okay,
to
you
you
ready?
Yeah, but the thing is,
Where's the camera, Tony? Where can we do it?
Right over here.
Okay.
Right over where?
Right behind where Suzanne.
Where do you want me to put
right
him?
Here.
Just right here.
Right here.
Yeah, just right down there.
Right down here.
You can put it on the floor.
Where's any boy?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, we don't have any treats.
Can,
That's why I
can,
did not
can,
come with treats.
can they see him now?
Hi, boo boo.
Now, yeah.
Okay, Sunny, sit. Good
Boy.
boy. Sunny, stay. 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 Okay, come on.
Night.
Oh, come on.
It's like I'm gonna go and smell the dog trainer's purse, right?
Good boy. Okay, that's
All right.
okay. But I don't know how to teach him how to lie down.
Okay. Well, do we have any treats? Of course, I usually have in my pocket saying,
No, it's okay.
Can you sit? What's your command for sit?
Sit.
Good boy.
Okay, can you lie down?
Okay, we're
Oh my goodness! Yay!
yes.
Now how come I can't do that?
So you're gonna do it right now. So
Okay.
you do need to
Okay.
get down.
Okay.
So you're going to ask him to sit. So he's halfway there.
Sunny, sit. Sunny, sit.
Good. And I want you to kind of right now just go down like
Sunny.
this. Down.
Lie down.
Yes.
Good boy, honey. That's so. You're a genius.
Nice job.
You're a genius.
Will
Good
you
boy.
roll over? Will you roll over?
How do you do that? How do you roll over?
You see what side that they lay on, right? Which he's laying on. He's leaning to his left.
Right.
So I just start, oh, good boy. Does he like his tummy scratch?
He loves his tummy
Okay.
scratch.
So mommy, scratch his tummy. Okay. Good boy.
Good boy.
Yep. And you keep doing more. It's a good boy.
This is a good
Yeah,
boy,
that's a good
honey.
boy.
Look at that tummy.
Boy.
Look at tummy.
And then usually if we had a treat, we would
Tummy
we would put it
woofers.
over his head. It's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Your mommy's so good with you.
Good boy.
Roll
Look at you
over.
rolled over.
And see, we've got a dog that loves his mommy so much. He loves his mommy so much, he's doing it even without the treats. My bad. I usually have him in my purse.
Don't even worry about it. I actually have treats, but they're in the refrigerator. It'll take too long to get them.
Such a good boy.
Hooray for Sunny.
Will you jump in your mommy's lap? Say, hop, hop. Can you come up?
Come on. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go,
Yes.
go. Good boy.
So he's...
See, when I go, 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 he knows.
Okay. Yeah, so that's
That-
your cue. So
Yeah.
in other words, we've had trainers like they train in gibberish words, like made up words like,
Right.
cow and, goober doober or
Oh.
like carrots, right?
Right.
And so what happens is that you can train your dogs because dogs are trained in foreign languages all the time. So one trainer just taught his trainer in gibberish just to make a point. He made up all the words and the dog followed the command.
Sunny says, I love you. But
Like,
it takes
like
a
that
lot
kind
of energy for us to say, I love you.
Yeah, okay.
But first we have to do dancey, dancey, dancey.
Okay.
Dancy. But I don't understand what I do when I go dancey. Come on, Danny. Dancey, dancey, dancey. Come. No, up here.
Dancey, dancey.
Dancey, dancey, dancey. I need food. Dancey, dancey,
Oh, look
dancey.
at
Come
that.
on.
Dancey,
Dancey, dancey. Come on. Come on. Dancey, dancey, dancey. Dancey, dancey, dancey. Dance. Come on. Dancey, dancey, dancey. Come on.
He's like, I just want.
No, he doesn't want to do that.
Which
But
is,
I don't think he wants to say I love you today, but he might. But
hold on and
see if he'll do it. Sunny, can they see us though?
Come over here. There you go.
Okay, Sunny, say I love you. I love you. Oh, come on. I love you. I love you. I love you. Ah! I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I and sing it. Sunny, say I love you. I love you. Say I love you. I love you. I love you.
That's good.
Hooray for baby! Hooray for baby!
You and Sonny have an awesome relationship.
We do.
And we
Okay.
just taught him to do a whole bunch of things.
Right.
We just taught him to do a whole bunch of things.
Did you hear that,
Without the
guys?
treats.
She said we have an awesome relationship. We do, right?
Right, because you said, I can't never get him to lie down.
Oh,
And-
well, no, you did that.
Right, but you said it's,
That was
how do I teach
amazing.
him? And so I just showed you how to do it, and he wanted to do it.
That's amazing.
So again, so you asked me, what about dogs that don't listen to their owners? That was
Right.
one of your questions. So the first thing I say is, show me what he doesn't do.
right,
Well, the dog is half the time off leash.
right,
That's problem number one. Put the dog on leash. Teach him what we want from the leash, which is put you on the leash, take a step back, come or here.
right,
Dog takes a step towards you, feed him his favorite treat, right? And take a step back, come here, good. Come here, So you add the duration to it, and then you add a distraction to it. But again, it's like learning your ABCs and your numbers
Right.
and your multiplication tables. It is repetitive, but you can make it fun, right?
right.
You want to teach your dog to come, set up people around the house that he really likes, right?
Right.
And and it's like, Sonny, come, Sonny, here,
I do, Sonny, come.
Right.
That's how he knows to do
Right.
that.
So having an excellent recall on a dog, which is one of the number one things dogs don't want to do, is you're taking me away from something that's really fun. And
Right.
you're nowhere near as fun. So in order to do that, we train, hide and seek, and he finds his favorite people who have his favorite treats,
but-
toys.
People, like, I notice that when people get dogs, they put their imprint on their dog, like energetically.
Absolutely.
We put our imprint on the dog.
Absolutely.
Suzanne, you are just a delight. I hope you'll come back again. Thank you for the
Absolutely.
lessons. Do I owe you anything?
Just keep doing what you're doing, helping people through connecting them to people they miss, things that they need. I love your show.
Oh, you're
And-
so dear. I hope you'll come back, Suzanne.
Absolutely. And
Okay.
Sonny,
Can you
he's
come back with a
little
horse?
I will try.
Try.
I
Let's
will
try. We have to get him up the steps.
Yeah. Well, you. Or maybe we can just
Yeah.
do a remote or a little,
Right.
a Skype or a Zoom. But I will
Right.
say that, and I so want a mini horse, and I so want a seahorse. I mean, horses. I'm
Oh, right.
Sagittarius, which is centaur, half
Centaur, right.
person, half
Right.
horse. So it is in my blood. So you were exactly right about when I'm on a horse and I connect with, I feel very much at peace. So
It's probably from past lifetimes as well.
I think so.
Anyway, give us your website again and your telephone
It's
number.
caninepath.com, CANINE.com, PATH.com.
And you're in California,
In
so you
Southern
people can
California.
hire you to train their dogs. I suggest it, you guys. And then what your telephone number again?
310-480-6773. And we have a Facebook and an Instagram page, and we would love to hear from you. Or
Okay.
and always, we love being referred to family members and friends who,
Right.
can you just help me with this crazy dog?
Yeah,
So-
it's usually the people that are crazy and they're not consistent, right?
So again, we're all about train, don't blame. We train dogs for
Train,
real life
don't
situation.
blame.
Train, don't blame. That's our
Train,
motto.
don't
And just
blame.
remember, the more you treat your dog like a human, the more he will treat you like a dog.
Oh, that's so funny.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
it.
It's such a pleasure. Okay, we don't have time for any more calls. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody, if you did call in for today, but I'll try to do some callers the next time we're on. And thank you so much for tuning in to CharVision. And I want to thank Tony Sweet for all you do for me, my dear heart, Tony. I want to thank Nicole Smith for everything you're doing, organizing our guests and helping put this whole thing together and running my life. And I want to thank all of you for watching because it means the world to me. And remember, intuition will take you places logic never could. Be well. Bye-bye.
Thank you.